USA is facing a trade deficit. We can see that USA imported a large quantity of goods from China, but only exports a small amount back to them. Thus, USA spends a huge amount of money on the imported goods but does not earn much in return. As a result, a trade deficit arises due to the loss in revenue trading with China.
China's goods are relatively cheaper. This is mainly because China has a low exchange rate. For example, 6 RMB is only equivalent to $1. In addition, China have cheap labor. For example, an American factory worker earns $50 per day, while a China factory worker earns only 10 RMB per day. Furthermore, US companies are reluctant to export military-related goods to China for fear of upsetting the US government. This limits US exports to China, therefore contributing to US trade deficit. The US trade deficit has led to a loss of income for USA. The Americans are very dependent on imports. They buy goods imported from China, as such goods are cheaper and many prefer. However, the business of the domestic markets are adversely affected. This results in failure and closing down of local industries in USA. With the closure of industries in USA, many people lose their jobs, leading to cyclical unemployment. Since there is a high demand for China's goods in USA, this leads to industries shifting their operations to China, as profits-driven industries can earn more with business in China. This generates employment in China. USA is putting pressure on China to increase the value of yuan. This is so as to make China goods more expensive for Americans, to encourage Americans to buy USA's locally produced goods. Currently, 6 RMB is approximately equivalent to $1. If good A has a price of 6 RMB, good A will be sold at $1 in USA. At this rate, good A is cheap for Americans, thus its sales is likely to be increased. Now, if the value of yuan is tripled, for example, 6 RMB is approximately equivalent to $3, then now good A is more expensive, and Americans will tend to purchase less of good A. US has also placed some restrictions on the imported goods from China, where only certain goods can be imported into USA. This helps to limit their imports, which improves their trade deficit. USA should impose high taxes on China's imports. This can increase the price of China's goods so that it is more expensive to the Americans. This can deter Americans from buying imported China goods and encourage them to buy their locally produced goods. USA should also provide subsidies to local industries to help them sustain their businesses, because subsidies provided will help to lower cost of production and shift supply curve rightwards. This will lower the price of domestically produced goods and encourage more Americans to purchase goods produced by local industries.